Several elderly people gathered together. They had a common goal, which was to eliminate the evildoers in society. In order to ensure that everyone could successfully complete the upcoming tasks, Mike not only taught them how to assemble firearms, but also patiently instructed them on how to precisely shoot at distant targets. Meanwhile, the gangsters received information from their subordinates and discovered the whereabouts of Richard and the others. They began to formulate a detailed plan, preparing to eliminate all of them. On the other side, during lunch, David got an important piece of information while chatting with the young man they had saved. The young man said that he had seen the man in the photo on the flight from Germany to the United States, and by the time the suspect was killed, their plane had already landed in the United States. David immediately realized the seriousness of the problem. He quickly searched online and found that the man the young people had seen looked almost exactly like the suspect they had shot dead before. David understood that things were not simple. It turned out that the foreigner Richard saw on the train was the very person. Because he couldn't get used to the local food, he threw away his meal directly, but was mistakenly regarded as the younger brother of a gang leader. The train accident was actually just an accident. Mike, however, couldn't accept this fact. The psychological defense he had painstakingly built up collapsed in an instant. In a fit of rage, he smashed the bathroom to pieces. Richard could only go up to comfort him. After many heart-to-heart talks, Mike finally calmed down gradually. He went outside alone to smoke. Suddenly, he noticed a convoy of vehicles speeding towards him. Mike rushed back immediately and threw himself on his daughter just as the gunshots rang out. The intense gunfire turned the entire house into a complete mess. After the gunfire subsided, Mike asked David to go to the basement to get weapons. The gangsters had already broken in. Mike seized the opportunity when one of the enemies was distracted, snatched the gun, and immediately took out two of them on the spot. Then he continued to fight the enemies, knocking down the gangsters in the room one by one. When he rushed into his daughter's room, he saw that she had been kidnapped, and several gangsters were pointing their guns at her head. Helplessly, Mike put down his weapon. The gang leader said nothing more and directly ordered to shoot. At that moment, gunshots suddenly rang out from behind the room, hitting the gangsters beside his daughter at the same time. It turned out that John and the other elders had come to support them. The situation instantly became chaotic. Both sides engaged in fierce firefights. Despite their advanced age, they still demonstrated formidable combat prowess. One by one, the gang members fell. In the end, all lay on the ground, and the gang leader died without realizing his true mistake. Not long after, these old men got together again. They celebrated Christmas with their families as if the bloody battle had never happened.